know, sorry. Weird movements there.
Anyway.
Sorry. I was just... It's like, see, this is where sometimes I feel like my life's on camera every day because I just start doing random movements. Must entertain you. But you guys can't see me, which is a bummer because...
I have to.
I would entertain you. Probably not on how cool I am, just more of how, what the heck is this woman doing kind of thing. But, you know, my husband has to deal with that every day. And you do.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm that weird person that you're friends with. You gotta have one of those.
Don't have much of a choice in this relationship, but...
You have to have at least... Everyone has to have at least one of those people in their group where they're just so outgoing, so weird. They're, like, okay to be around, but then they can just be straight up bonkers and weird sometimes. Okay, well... I'm just going to say that everyone has one of those people, and I am that person in your life. So it doesn't matter if you don't have that person. I am that person, so, and I'm in your life, whether you like it or not.
For now.
Okay, if you guys haven't already figured out. Well, I should have said, like, hi, I'm your host. So, hi, I'm your host, Rebecca, for the Reddit Randos podcast. And if you haven't found out there, that's when I should have put that in. If you already haven't figured this out, the person I have with me today is none other than the Brandy.
What's up?
Yep. Okay. You gotta... I'm hyping you up, girl.
But I don't care.
You gotta meet at least 50% of my level. Like, I'm okay if you don't...
Because your level is way up there, and
Okay.
I don't want to touch it.
I said 50%. I didn't say you have to go to 100%.
Yeah, I don't even
because
want
I
that.
understand people can't even reach my level of hyperness or hype. But okay. Never mind. We're going to get into it. So today for this episode, we're going to go all about work life and coworkers. Because we love our coworkers. Okay, love's a strong word. Probably shouldn't say love. We tolerate our
Some we love.
Okay, there are some that we do love.
we love.
There are, everyone
I have
who's
good
working out there, you got that one person, you got at least one or two people that you just always go to. Always go to. It's the go-to person you go to. I mean, literally, whether...
Work best friend.
There you go. Work best friend. Work best friend. Doesn't have to be your best friend in, like, life or everything, but you always have at least that work best friend.
Yes.
That one that you always go to for anything. Venting, celebrating, literally just talking about work because they're the gossip. They're the only person that understands exactly what you're going through because they're there going through the grind with you. So, but there's also drama that happens at work. No one can escape it. There's always drama. Whether you want to be a part of it or not, it's always working around you. So either, you're a part of it or you're sipping that tea, trying and enjoying, eating that popcorn, enjoying it. So, okay, so we're going to get right into it. But that's what we're going to get into today. So our first story is from r/am I the a-hole. We might have a lot of those just because there's a lot of those out there with coworkers and workplaces. But this one is from 3 years ago, and it's titled, Am I the A-hole for embarrassing our female coworker?
No.
I haven't even gotten into
Do
it.
it.
Okay. Okay, whatever. We're going to get into it. But that's what you think already, no? They're not the
Sure.
A-hole? No.
No.
Embarrass them right away?
Probably deserved it.
Probably. If they're writing on Reddit, probably. Okay. So both my husband and I work for a dispensary as co-owners and managers. He is inventory manager and I'm kitchen manager. Though up until last month, I was at a different shop. I recently got the transfer approval. In our shop, we only employ 11 people, 3 women, including me, and 8 men. One of the women is the owner's wife, and she handles the finances, and the other woman, Jen, handles the front end. Now, to be blunt here, Jen is a frickin' smoke show. Drop dead gorgeous young lady, and to be blunt again, all the men here drool over her, probably my husband included. I mean, I even drool over her, let's be honest. But she is also, I don't know how to put it, she runs through the men here. Ew, I know, right? She has already dated, and those are in quotes, dated or hooked up with 3 of them. And recently her eyes went to my husband. I'm used to this type of behavior because my husband is also a solid 10 on a bad day. You go, girl. You got a hot one.
Sure he is.
I mean, it's her opinion, so I mean,
Exactly.
I can only hit.
I'm sure you'd say that about Justin, and that's a solid 2.
No, there's always room for improvement with Justin.
When's the improvement coming?
I love my husband
I bet you do.
in all shapes and sizes of him.
And all smells too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I grew, and we grew with our marriage and everything. So I love him so much. But yeah, I could improve my health and look and beauty, and so can he. With hygiene. And his toes. Oh, his toes are so disgusting. Anyways, we're going to get into this, back into this. But she also knows he's a married man. So there is definitely a disrespectful aspect of things there. However, she does not know that I was his wife until this morning. So she knows her husband is married, this coworker, but she doesn't know that the person she actually works with, one of the women, is actually the wife. So, okay. So my husband came to me yesterday and was like, Jen has been trying to take breaks with me, and she often gets in my truck without asking whenever she sees me sitting outside, asking that I smoke her up and being flirty, like touching his arm and legs type of crap. So I asked if he wanted me to handle it, and he said, please, but don't be rude about it, because he had already told her several times that he was married, and her only response is, oh, I already know that, and continues on her BS. Oh, that's a woman that is so full of trouble.
That's a keeper.
What, the husband?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of, like, the coworker. I'm just like, oh, man, she's trouble. Trouble! There you go. Well, I knew his break was at 10, and I made a point to come out a few minutes later. I walked to the truck, and lo and behold, Jen is in the front seat. I hear my husband say, that's my wife's seat. And she just giggles and says, she's keeping it warm.
Ew.
Please, right?
I hate a warm seat.
Especially in the summer. All hot and sweaty.
I don't know what seats you're sitting on.
Oh, I mean, there's leather or pleather, whatever you have, but when you're in the summer wearing shorts, you get all sweaty in those thighs. Yeah. Okay. I'm really putting myself out there today. Okay. Gotta figure out where it was. Hold on. Please note that we are in our 30s, and this girl is 23. So I go up to the window and say, hey, thanks for keeping my seat warm, but I'm here now. She just scowls at me and says, we are kind of talking here. So I go, yes, I see that. And now I would like to speak to my husband. With a smile on my face, I said that. Her face drops, and she gets out quickly. Now, the problem is that 3 of the guys were sitting there, too. And they immediately started laughing. Wait, they were also sitting there while she was flirting up with them? Like,
maybe they're in the area.
Or yeah, maybe they're around sitting in their cars or trucks, too. I'm just like, they were all there, and no one's going to come and tell her? I don't know. Whatever. So they started laughing, which embarrassed her even more. The owner's wife that I work with said I should have pulled Jen aside and said something versus embarrassing her in front of everyone. Am I the a-hole? Apparently Jen and the owner's wife are the only 2 who think so.
Yeah, that's stupid. No. The only reason why she's embarrassed is because they laughed at her.
Right, exactly. She got caught being...
Go talk to the people that laughed at her.
I mean, she already knew that this man was married. So she just made it even worse for her knowing that the wife actually works there at where she works.
Exactly. She's a hoe. So that's her.
I mean, we're just saying. Just stating the facts here.
It's a fact.
So, edit to add, this girl has been reported to HR. However, in a blurred lines version of events, Jen is the owner's wife's cousin. So, of course. Yeah. Therefore, none of the reports are taken seriously and likely never will be. Oh my gosh. So, she's causing heck by literally going through and hooking up with all these guys. And then she tries to go for a married man who also has his wife working there. And it's become a whole issue.
Oh.
and they're not going to do anything about it because she's in the family of the owners.
They're hoes too.
Well, that's not treating everyone equally.
Well, that's not very professional either.
It's not professional because, first of all, she's definitely making things very complicated in the work area if they were dating or hooking up and then they broke up and it ended badly. And then second of all, she's going for someone who obviously is taken with the other person who's married to them there, which is making that very awkward.
Well, even...
You're making this whole workplace awkward to work in because...
I was going to say, because, I mean, it's already been at least confirmed that 3 other men have slept with her, so she is getting around. That could be bad for business.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, people always say be careful dating in your work area because if things go bad, that could end up badly on how you keep continuing with work. And it might make it a hostile work environment if it ended badly, especially if your friends or coworkers are friends with the person. I don't know. It's just a mess. There's so many times, like, it's not a bad rule for people to not date where they work just because it depending if you're really trying to date the person or just hook up with them, which in this case, she just wants to lay around. So.
Lay around.
Sorry, that just came out. So I was going to say get around, but then I said lay around, which she probably is laying around.
Maybe she's not laying.
Maybe she's bending over.
You're so dumb.
Okay, anyways, we're going to go to the comments. The comments, top one is, not the a-hole. Wait, so your husband directly told her to stop her behavior. It was unprofessional, plus unwanted. It's not cute or funny or whatever. And she continued to harass him? Why has she not been fired? Which, I think that's when the edit, that's the edit became that she's part of the family, but... basically OP says she is the owner's wife cousin. She has been reported several times, but due to this girl being related to the owners, nothing is done. Oh gosh, this is a big mess. She's not being serious about work or anything. She just wants to find a new guy. And she's probably finding all these like 30-year-olds trying to work. I don't know. How many times has your husband had a documented meeting with HR about being sexually harassed by this woman? Does he have the documentation showing that HR has declined to take care of the issue? OP responded, he personally has only reported it once. This has probably become so common that they all know her that this is just, they already know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So
why even report it? Which sometimes, I get it, HR can be crappy. Depending on where you work.
They take it to social media. They'll do something then.
I mean, yeah, honestly, you could keep people from wanting to even be hired there because they know they're not going to be dealt with seriously if something happens. And then they'll look into it more. I don't know. I feel like there's a more reason to fire the person who probably reported or finding reasons than, I don't know, if they want to really cover up this cousin. But, okay, as it just recently started happening, and he does have the written statement he made to the owner's wife. This was 5 days ago. However, there are 2 other male employees whom they reported her at least 3 times between the 2 of them, and one of them didn't get a written statement, as the owner's wife said it wasn't necessary. They're all just trying to cover this person up. Like, why would you want this person?
Especially if she's 23?
23.
She can be fired and find a new job.
I'm sorry. There's times when times are tough. you can learn a lesson. And you know what they could do? They maybe wouldn't put on a record that she got fired, but they could definitely say, hey, you can't work here anymore. Until you take this job seriously and don't try and sleep around and mess up the whole work environment here, then move on to some other place. We'll put a good recommendation in for you to move on. Everyone can move on quietly if she's not there. But, yeah, that just... I wouldn't even want to work there anymore, because what if something happened that I got caught up in, and then for some reason I'm getting in trouble for something I didn't do because she blatantly has done the wrong thing. I mean, it's all messy.
Gross.
Okay, we're going to go to the next one. There is no update on that one. That was 3 years ago, so we are not going to get another update on that. So we're going to go to our next one, which kind of fits in the same theme, but it's from 3 years ago also, and it is, am I the a-hole for replying to a coworker's inappropriate text by work email and attaching them? So, probably another HR situation we're going to get into. This is from Best of Redditor Updates, originally placed on Am I the A-hole? And let's see. So it starts off as, one of my coworkers who I had thought was friendly, but that was it, he is married, sent me some inappropriate text at like 3 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day weekend. You know, he's probably like sloshed and everything. Yeah. Asking me to come over and have some fun. And saying that he had been into me for a while and knew I felt the same. Ooh. Yeah, right? When they say, like, oh, I know you've, I know you felt the same way about me. Yeah. Here's the funny part. I don't. I'm a lesbian, but not out at work. So, totally the other way around. He also sent me a naked selfie that luckily cut off right before his ding dong. But dang, it was close. When I saw them, I was out with friends and was like, what the F? Okay, this is a Monday problem. I have a really strict rule with myself that I don't do things about work, or answer messages about work outside of 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Same.
I also don't use my personal phone for work stuff. If someone from work calls or texts and it's not one of the coworkers I see as a close friend and trust to not talk shop on the weekends, I'm not answering. And I included dealing with this effer as a workday problem, so I ignored his message. He sent me several later, first saying, sorry, he was drunk, then saying he hadn't said it how he wanted to, but he was still into me and had a feeling I still felt the same. So, okay. So really, okay, whatever. On Monday, I wrote him an email on the work email saying, hi, coworker. I'm writing to follow up on your messages from the prior several days. See attached. Please only contact me through work channels during regular business hours. I do not use my personal number with colleagues. Additionally, I found the content of your messages unwelcomed and inappropriate. Please only contact me regarding work. OP. I didn't send the email to HR, but I did blind CC my personal email so I'd have a copy just in case. And he got really mad. He texted me back saying I had crossed a line attaching his picture to a work email. Was I trying to get him fired? Well, you did send it to a coworker. She can do whatever she wants with it.
That's true.
I screenshot that text too. She's just, I'm going to wreck this man. Mm-hmm. I screenshot that text too and attached it to an additional email saying, as per my prior email, please only contact me about work matters and only on my business email or Slack. He stopped texting me, but he came to my desk to speak to me. And before he said anything, I asked, is this a work question? And he said, I knew what it was about. And I said that I wasn't available for discussion at the moment. If he did need to meet with me for a work matter, could he please schedule a meeting on a calendar and include a read ahead to brief me on a topic of the meeting? He walked off. I feel like I was a bit of a biatch, Biatch. Sorry there. In dealing when it was maybe I could have told him to cut it out by text. But I'm also effing sick of dealing with this crap at every job. And I feel like my patience to use my own time and energy to gently ask guys to cool it is worn thin. And I want to set the precedent that I won't engage at all outside of work hours or work accounts. Am I the a-hole for sending this email?
No.
No. There's a couple edits. So first edit, looks like the overwhelming majority of y'all think I need to go to HR to get ahead of this. Completely agree.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's going to send you dick pics.
But he didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
But that's the thing, he didn't.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. This was outside of work, but did he send it through her personal phone or work phone number?
No, that's what she's saying is he's texting her phone, but she only talks to coworkers that she likes through her phone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she wants him to use her actual work email.
Yeah. So no, honestly. Yeah, it's a work person that she's like not close with, so she's like, I don't consider making him a priority right now.
So yeah, it's not a work phone, because then that's fine. And it technically, he didn't really say anything that the workplace, if he did it on work time, that's different. He didn't. He did it
That's
off work.
true. He didn't ask during work. He didn't harass her during work.
There's nothing they can really do about that.
No. Okay.
To the legality of it.
I was considering holding off to see if he cools it himself, but the way he came to my desk after being told off twice makes me think that's probably not the best idea. I'm going to forward the emails to HR, write up the conversation we had at my desk, and ask them to meet me to discuss. I mean, I will say, it is making it very awkward at work now, and she has told him, like, she did not add HR before. She just put it through his work and saying, hey, I don't appreciate you doing this. And I get it, it's on a work email, but he shouldn't have sent that in the first place.
But that's just a normal that's there's nothing to do with work about it.
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would say after all that happened, after you told him don't do that, like, I don't want to do that, I'm not that kind of person, I don't want to get into that relationship, and he still somewhat bothers you and maybe harasses you, then that's when you probably go to HR, because that's a hostile work environment then.
Yes, but in a sense, she did create that too. I mean, in ways, she did.
I mean, she could have just told him off during text, like, hey.
Or blocked his number. Don't even respond. Just block.
I was going to say block his number and everything. If he continues it during work hours, that's when you go to HR.
That's when you go to HR. You can say we had an outside of work, situation, and he's bringing it to the workplace. But due to the circumstances that he presented, what's the workplace going to do? That's like saying I have an issue with this guy.
It happened outside of work hours, so you're right. Take care of it yourself outside of work hours.
She don't need to do anything.
So yeah, I would say, like, yeah, if the confrontation keeps happening during work hours and he's not chilling, and basically what you're saying, if he's not chilling it out and stopping, then yeah, that's when you go to HR saying, hey, this happened over the weekend. I literally told him right out here, I don't appreciate that, and he didn't stop. So yeah, no, that's.
Then you go to HR about that specific thing, not about.
I mean, he did go to her desk and was like, "Hey, you know what I'm talking about," but I don't think
that's inappropriate. Or
I
wrong.
think that's like your warning of
really
saying, "I don't appreciate this." I don't know why she couldn't just say, like, "Hey, I don't want to date, so don't bother me anymore." Why tell him this is a work thing and I think you should only text me about a work thing? He's not getting the picture.
Or be like,
just
hey,
straight
I'm
up telling him. Exactly.
Go away.
So she did say, I'm not out at work. So she doesn't want to put herself out there at work.
Well, she can say she's in a relationship. She could make something
I was going to say, she could just say, like, I don't want to date you. Honestly, it doesn't even say I'm in a relationship making excuses. You could literally just say, I don't want to date people at work. I don't want to date you. So we're going to end this conversation. It's not going to happen. And then, yeah, after that, if that keeps happening, then yes, go straight to HR because that is making you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But when it happened outside of work hours, you're right. Like,
Not
that
on
happened
work
outside of work
property
hours.
or
Tell him off and tell him to stop. That's probably what she should have done in the beginning. If he continues it during work hours, then yes, definitely go to HR. But I honestly think you could have just...
You could have just blocked his number.
You could have just blocked his number and then told him straight off when he was like, hey,
Tell him to back off and...
Exactly. Ignored him, and if he
your
comes
day.
to you, then yeah, that's when you tell him off. But honestly, I feel like we're escalating things more.
We're being petty, which is great.
Well,
but
yeah, being petty.
At the same time,
I mean, I will say her doing that is super petty, which I think is so hilarious.
funny, but
it's hilarious, but
it can backfire too.
Exactly. You're making this probably escalate more than it could have been. And then everything else, you could have just told him, like, hey, I don't date people from work. I don't want to date you specifically. Sorry about that. And if he moved on his own way and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, then things could have been cool.
If
but
you continue this conversation at work,
but you
then I'm going to take it
literally-
further.
Yeah,
But
he was a jerk for sending you unsolicited pictures, we'll say, to you that you didn't want. That was, yes, a jerk move. But if he was drunk and then obviously after he's like, I'm drunk, but I still think you are into me, you could just tell him off. Literally.
no, I'm really not.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
And then if it continues afterward, then it's harassment. If this is the first time he's ever done it, just be like, dude, like...
People are stupid.
People are stupid, especially if they're drunk. They're stupid. Okay. Edit number 2. I sent them an email to HR this afternoon, and they called a meeting with me the same day. I told them everything. Thought there wasn't a lot to say that wasn't already captured in the emails, and they assured me that I wouldn't have any more contact with him at work. They are going to meet with him tomorrow. It's still not decided if he will be fired or if he will be moved to a different position where he won't have any reason to speak to me. I have a feeling it might depend on how he handles the conversation with them. I do feel good about emailing HR. I feel like, along with myself, I've possibly helped out other women by starting that paper trail if it turns out to be something he's done more than once. I mean, if he does, we don't know though. Has he done this more than once? If more women don't stand up, then that's just always a problem. But if more women have stand up saying, like, hey, he's reached out to me, giving me not good, like, text I don't really want to hear about, then yeah, this guy's a problem.
But then again...
If he hasn't...
If it's not at work, it doesn't matter in the HR sense.
Exactly. As long as everything happens during hours. That's the thing. It depends on your company. Like, if this one's really into...
But the thing is if he thought about it, and depending on his state and legal things, if they fire him for it, he could probably take that to court, I feel like. I feel like that would be kind of stupid to fire him. It
really depends on where you work, how invested your HR wants to be, and what state you're even in, too. Because, like you said, he could sue them for unlawful termination if this all happened.
Because nothing.
If it happened outside of work hours and it wasn't resolved during that time. Like, there's so many places that I know that wouldn't care about this because it'd be like, it happened after work hours. You need to figure this out yourself. And then there's other times when it's like, oh, well, we think he was being, I don't know. I don't want to say like sexually harassed or this is the thing. He said he was drunk. He said he didn't mean to send it. And then he's like, oh, I still think you're still into me. It happened outside of work hours. You need to tell him off. And you didn't. You just instead sent an email with all of his screenshot of his text and his picture. And that got a little crazy.
And you put
that probably made him mad, which I wouldn't blame him.
Well, the thing is,
probably
she
freak anyone
put
out.
His picture on work property. Mm-hmm. He didn't send it through work property. She put it there.
Exactly.
So
now it's a problem it's a big problem for him, which, okay, I know everyone on Reddit is going to say the opposite. They're going to say, oh my gosh, he's a sicko. And I agree. He's a sicko for doing that because he should have done this when they should have just talked things out without him just sending things to her. But it, like you said, it did work. it did happen outside of work hours. So it just needs to be, she just needs to block him and then literally say, hey, this isn't going to happen. So don't do this anymore. And if it keeps happening, then yes, go to HR. But you kind of escalated things from the bat right away because you just wanted to be petty and didn't want to confront him up front, telling him to stop. Like,
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop sending me those pictures. Okay. Anyways, edit 3. Holy crap. I went out to happy hour with a few of my friends. Female friends. It's female friends. That's what she coded. In my field to vent. And one of my friends told me that she met this same guy at a professional conference. Given him her business card with her phone number. Wait. Hold on. I gotta read this. And one of my friends told me she'd met this same guy at a professional conference, given him her business card with her phone number, and he'd sent her a nasty pic too. Okay, well, this guy might be.
But the thing is, did it say it was on her personal phone? That
business card.
No.
So, no, yeah. So one of my friends told me she met this guy at a professional conference, given him her business card with her phone number. So business card phone number. Okay. And he sent her a nasty pic too.
The thing is, seems like a typical guy.
Like maybe, okay, what if he thought they hit it off and that was the only way to contact her? But you wouldn't be sending nasty pics on a business phone before being like, hey, do you want me to can I have your real number? Unless it was, I don't know.
But business cards have like mobile, work extensions, cell phone, things like that. Different, I don't know. It just kind of depends. I don't know. She just replied. Seems like a weirdo, but
yeah,
I feel like normal.
It goes on to say she just replied saying that was inappropriate, and she had a husband, and he said that something about her husband not having to know. Okay, this guy's a sleazeball. We get it. This guy's a huge sleazeball. Okay, and so she had her husband call him and leave a voicemail telling him to F off, and then she never heard from him again. This guy's just trying to get it where he can, and going to a conference and meeting people up, probably not the best place, because if you have to work with them later, it's going to be super awkward. But he makes bad choices, huge bad choices. So this guy just needs to probably grow up and not date people or try to hook up with people in the work world. Exactly. So I asked her if she'd be okay sending screenshots of the text exchange to my HR contact. So
you're doing too much.
You're doing too much. They already know this guy shouldn't have done that stuff. They need to give him a warning. And then if he keeps up with the harassment, then that's a good possible reason for him to get fired. Okay, anyways, and she even wrote that he met him at a professional conference where he was representing the company. Ooh, well, that's not good. She gave him a business card for networking reasons, and he sent her an unsolicited lewd picture, and that she needed her husband to intervene to stop the harassment. I haven't checked my email again. I'm trying to leave work at work and not dwell on it anymore tonight, but it seems like HR have been even more will have even more to go off on before meeting with him. Edit number 4. This is the last edit. He was fired. I don't know a lot of details. I have a follow-up meeting with HR soon, but my coworkers told me he was escorted out of the building this morning. One of my coworkers, who sits near the HR office, said they heard him screaming at the HR staff during the meeting this morning. It's crazy how stuff escalated, honestly. Just last week, I thought he was a chill guy.
Oh, ma'am.
You wouldn't be going this far. Never mind. Okay.
Not to mention, if he threw a fit in a meeting, regardless of what it was about, he could have been fired for his behavior in that meeting, not because of you.
Exactly. So. I owe a thank you to everyone who told me to report this too. I've been on the fence at first, but I feel like stuff was gonna escalate either way, and I feel a lot safer not having to see him every day at work. Okay, yes, I say at the end, he was a sleazeball. He did make a ton of terrible decisions on on his love life, basically. We'll just say that. And yeah, should he probably not have represented the company while doing that with no, that was a terrible decision. He should have been fired probably for that, because he was representing the company and then reached out to this person.
But there's a lot of more things that could go into that.
We don't know all the details. That's the thing. We're only hearing one side of it. We're not hearing everything. Yes, everyone's going to get mad because they're going to think we're defending him. We're not defending him. You probably should have just told him off.
Questions and things that
you should have blocked him, ignored him, or told him up front, like at literally the office, saying, "Hey, I don't want you doing that. Don't do that again." And if he makes a big deal or tries to follow up and try and reconnect or recontact you, however way he wants to that you're not comfortable with, then take it to HR. I don't really know much more to say about this, but top comment. Laughed my butt off at the email approach response. Effing boss as heck. That should be written in textbooks. So good. See, I know everyone's going to say she was because Reddit's all about being petty. And I get it. I love a good petty revenge story or pettiness. You know, I love all that. I mean, should the guy probably have deserved this? I mean, probably, because he was a sleazeball. But there was probably better ways to handle this at first before it escalated him.
For sure. And not including another party that didn't have anything to do with it.
Exactly. So. I mean, that alone, that person, the female friend, could have reported this herself, saying, "Hey, this happened. I don't think you guys know about this, but this is completely unprofessional. And I don't think it should happen again. And I don't really want to work with this person because of this." I mean, that's what should have happened from that female friend from the beginning, instead of her just being like, "My husband had to intervene." And then it stopped. But no, I would have contacted their company. And in this case, the coworker or OP should have just told him off. And then if it continued, I don't think we should all be escalating the problem as soon as possible. I know she was very petty putting this on a work email, but my goodness, that's where if he came to him because he had a problem, yeah, I understand. And then you'd be like, well, cool it. Okay. Just stop. Don't even come near me anymore. And then end it. But, I mean, you had to listen to Reddit, and Reddit said to go to HR. Just eventually you probably could have gone to HR, for sure. But maybe not at the exact moment yet. I don't know. I feel like we're definitely not we're not going to be on the majority vote with everyone right away. Yeah. We're definitely thinking, yeah, this guy probably deserved it, but not the way you did it. So, yeah, there's that one. We're going to go to the next one. Okay, so the next one I have is from Best of Redditor Updates, originally posted on Am I the A-Hole or AITAH. And it is from, when was it posted? Oh, it was just of this, literally of 8 days ago. Okay. Not 8 days ago, because it's January now. This was back in 2014. The whole post of the updates and everything was posted 8 days ago. December 14th of 2025, so just recently. The title is, Am I the A-Hole if I report my coworker for making Tik Toks about me? I mean, depending on...
What's it about?
What's her content that she usually likes to post? Is it...
Let me see, and then I'll tell you.
Right? I mean, do you got something to hide?
Same.
No.
Is it funny?
Is it funny? Does
it get a lot of views?
Don't even. Okay. Okay, I'll use fake names to avoid any more drama. That's going to happen. I work with a younger girl. Let's call her Carla. We work in healthcare. Since she started, there's always been some sort of tension, and I never really understood why. For context, I had knee surgery a little while back, and I have had certain restrictions after going back to work. I genuinely wasn't aware that this was causing any sorts of issues because no one has mentioned it. They knew that I was out for a couple of months, but that was it. I didn't really feel like I needed to clarify with my coworkers why I was out for that time. I get home from work and I'm down scrolling on TikTok and one of her videos pops up. She's talking about how everyone hates me and how I'm just lazy and that they're all going to slash the biatch's tires. Me being the biatch, I wouldn't have known if it wasn't even about. I wouldn't have even known if it was even about me if the caption didn't say, "and her name rhymes with." That's awful. And essentially puts my name. I'm the only one with a name that could possibly rhyme with the spelling she put. I spent the last hour crying, and I just don't know what to. I just don't want to go to work tomorrow. I feel like I'm genuinely a nice person. I don't go out of my way to hurt anyone, and I've never had any sort of issues with anyone. My mom was in nursing for 2 decades, so I asked her what she thought, and she told me I'm being too sensitive. And then I should just suck it up and let it go. I mean, if you're asking your mom who's been in nursing, she's probably gone through 10 times worse.
If you're saying you're crying, I mean, to each their own. I'm not as sensitive as some, but
I'm sorry. We're not laughing about you, OP. I feel bad because I'd probably cry about something too because I'm a people pleaser.
He probably would cry.
Yeah.
I would be like...
Wait, are you saying that about me?
Yeah, 100%.
I cry about everything, though.
I'd be like, okay.
Like, I was crying, just a couple hours before recording this about something. So, I cry about everything. I'm emotional. Let's just say that. Okay, so I'm being too sensitive in that. I should just suck it up and let it go. It's difficult for me because Carla also has a video up that has the back of my car in it, license plate fully visible. Obviously, I looked at her profile after the fact. It's just not sitting right with me, and I don't feel like I'm overreacting.
Well, you can get her for that.
I was just going to say, if she's putting actual information out on there for you, without blurring you out, then yeah, that's a huge problem.
And if she's specifically saying this is that person's car, then 100%. It's different if your car's just in the background.
She's outing you out, and if she's got other people that work, I mean, that's just... Yeah. That's going to make you can
get her for that. That's fine.
Definitely. She's putting much information out there that people can actually look you up or locate you.
That's figure out who you are.
Exactly. That's not right. That's completely not right. She can vent all she wants about work, and she could be anonymous in a way that doesn't put you out there. But, if she's going to put literally information like a license plate number fully visible and everything about you, then, or even if she started recording a part of your face or something, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. You shouldn't do that. I work too hard and I try too hard to be treated like this. I guess if it were to my face, I could respect it more, but it was being online for strangers to also join in on that really bothers me. I feel like I'm in high school all over again. Am I the a-hole for reporting her? She'll probably lose her job, and that also bothers me.
Then you shouldn't have reported her.
Okay. I have a problem with that too. I've had to go to HR for something in the past couple of years at work, and I've never had to go to HR for anything. So yeah, that was super awkward, and I didn't want to have to deal with it. But it was making me miserable to the point where I had to, and that's what HR's there. That's why they're there. So if you have a problem with something that is going to affect you because obviously your information's out there, you need to report that. And in fact, you could be like, hey, I don't really want anything bad to happen to this girl. I want her to know she cannot be doing these things. But it doesn't matter to you. It's whatever HR decides. That's the thing. You can put out there that you don't want to see anything bad happen to this person, but you need her to know that she needs to take that video down and she cannot be continuing this anymore. Give her I don't know what considers to be a warning or too far.
No, I mean, if she's doing it at work, depending on what the work policy is, that's one thing. If the car's on work property and she's showing the license plate and stuff, it's another thing for her just to talk about you. They can't do anything with her talking about you, and she doesn't say your actual name, so you can't.
Right, and that's why I'm saying, take that video down that has her license plate number.
Yeah, and I mean,
fully visible. Yeah.
If that was the case, I mean, they're probably not really going to do anything besides just tell her. Or, like I said, if there's, like, a rule...
Give her, like, a warning or something, a written warning.
I mean, she probably won't get that, but...
I don't know. Honestly, you gotta think of the worst possibly happening if you report someone. And are you okay with that? And if you're not, then you need to confront this person yourself.
I was going to say, if you're...
You either need to confront this person and tell her, hey, I really don't want to go to HR, but if you're not going to back down and take this information off, I'm going to go to HR. This person completely hates confrontation. Let's just say that. This OP hates confrontation, and it's biting her in the butt because of it. So, I've learned that sometimes I hate it, but in the working world, I've had to learn you're kind of out there for yourself. So if something's going to hurt you, you need to protect yourself. And because if it's something that's, that you want protecting yourself, making sure you're going to be okay in the most ethical and true way, obviously. Like, don't be a jerk about it. Like, if it's something that really could have been handled with just being, talking things out. But yeah, I mean, things could happen to the other person because of the jerk way they did things. So you're going to have to think of that. You're going to have to be okay with that. Okay, so relevant comments. Not the a-hole. If you're fully honest about what she did and she loses her job, that's the consequences of her own actions. And OP was saying, I wish I were lying. Commenter 2 says, save the videos in case they do slash the tires or anything happens to you and your property. OP responded, I saved the videos and screenshotted it in case she deletes them. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing. If you mentioned it to her saying, I'm going to go to HR, she probably would delete them before that. But if that's what you wanted, then I don't know. Okay. Another person says, not the a-hole. Report her. That is insane behavior for an adult, and I would say she's acting like a kid, but I've never met any kids this bad. Show her that her actions have consequences.
You've never met any kids that bad.
Let me tell you, there's kids that bad. Especially on TikTok. Like, my goodness, TikTok, I feel like it's created monsters sometimes. Like, because of all the TikTok trends. I'm sorry, those TikTok trends are awful. Some of them are completely going to get people killed. And they have gotten people killed because of how stupid they are. So, it's just our world these days. That's why I don't have TikTok. Actually, I do have one. I just don't have it on my phone because it's just too much.
I love TikTok.
I know you love TikTok. I think you still send me stuff even though I don't have the app on my phone.
Probably. I think I did the other day.
Every once in a while, yeah, exactly. Every once in a while, I'll put it back on my phone and I'll be like, oh, Brandy sent me like 5 messages.
Yeah, I sent you one 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'll get back on it eventually. I will, because I do every time. I usually get back on it every once in a while to follow some people that I like. Okay, someone said, comment 3, I used to be bullied really bad too, but that taught me to be truthful, stern, and a narc. But people aren't as rude, at least to my face anymore, because I stood up to them and would tell the adults that their behavior wasn't okay. Sounds like something out of a coming of age movie, but it works surprisingly well. And OP said, it's been so long since I feel like I've had to really speak up for myself. I just thought women my age or her age had moved past treating each other like that. It's so discouraging.
Women are women.
It doesn't matter how old you are. There's always going to be that person who's just, they're just a jerk that wants to continue they just don't want to be nice. They literally will be nice to your face and then behind your back they'll say every mean thing about you. I mean, it just happens. Life's not perfect. Life is horrible sometimes, and you just got to get through it, and sometimes this is the way. Okay, we're just gonna move on because there's tons of comments. Someone did say that report her to both her employer and the police. She's threatening criminal damage. Don't feel guilty for another tiny second. She's got this coming. I bet you're not the first she's targeted online. As for her career, I would never want a nasty person like this taking care of me. You are doing a lot of people a favor. OP said, thank you. I think I let my mom get into my head a bit too much, and reading these comments kind of snapped me back into reality and out of my emotions. I'm emailing my supervisor now. I don't feel like I should wait and sleep on it, or I'll talk myself out of it. I have a habit of letting people just railroad me. I mean, yeah, she's a people pleaser. You can already tell. Yeah, so basically just everyone's saying the same thing. Report her or confront her. Either way,
go ahead and report her if that's what you want.
Exactly. If you don't want to go to her straight,
don't say you're going to feel bad about it.
Exactly. You can't feel bad if you want to go to her or HR and that possibly leading to her being fired. I mean, like you said,
lying about it.
Right. If you're going to backtrack on what you said, she's just going to keep on doing this to you even more now, or to someone else. And yeah, honestly, I don't know what they're going to do about this, but there was an update 4 days later. The update you've all been waiting for. I reported her the next morning after I emailed my supervisor. My soup went to HR with me. I wasn't the first person she's done similar to, unfortunately. Fortunately for me, though, her having several reports against her for the same thing made it easier on me. So she's done this. This person's dumb. The person who does the TikToks is dumb, because they're literally putting it out there in public for everyone to see that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is if you're going to talk about someone at work, don't do it at work.
Do it anonymously. Like, don't put so much out there in detail that they know who exactly you're talking to if someone comes across it. Just be like, man, this girl at work is driving me nuts. Literally, that's all you have to say. You don't really have to say much more. You could say, like, the stories that maybe she does, but you don't have to put her name or her description or literally identification towards her. So anyways, I reported her the next day, and she was fired today. They pulled her into the office and made her watch her TikToks, and then they let her go. Here, we're gonna let you watch your own videos that you made.
Watch these, and then you can go home.
Right?
Here's some milk and cookies.
I got the satisfaction of watching her get escorted out by security, and her work besties were all smiles all day. No one treated me weird or anything. It was a very good day. Thank you to everyone who knocked some sense into me and helping me stand up for myself. I needed that backbone, and I'll be working on that myself moving forward. She also deleted her entire TikTok. We beat the bully this time.
Oh, yay.
Well, hey, I'm glad you got more of a backbone, I'm glad Reddit helped you with that, because literally everything you were saying was, I'm glad you went to Reddit for that, possibly, because if you didn't, you would have just been lost. I mean, it's so funny, her mom being like, suck it up.
Well, I mean, I probably would have told them to do that too. But I
was going to say, not everyone's going to like you at work, and that you're going to have to deal with. I mean, there are people out there that you don't even have to know the reason. They will never give you a reason. They're just going to be like, I don't like you, and I don't have to like you, and you're going to have to be okay with that. It sucks, especially if you're a people pleaser, because I am that people pleaser, and I just want to make sure everyone likes me because I want to have a good relationship with everyone.
And they don't.
I've had to deal with that one with this one right here. Like, honestly, I feel like the first how many years I've been in their lives, she hated me. She just didn't want to do anything with me. And here she is recording with me. So guys, I know she likes me because she's actually recording with me.
Sure.
And she brought me alcohol, so I also know that she likes me that way too.
One of my leftovers.
It's okay, I'll take them.
You'll take what I give you.
Oh, yeah, I ain't going out and buying them myself very often, so I'll take it. I've had one heck of a week, so. Okay, we're going to go to the next story. Okay, we've done.
Is it a quick one?
We've done 3, so let me do. Hold on. No, we're not doing that one. We already did that one. I had one that I really wanted to do. Oh, I guess we'll do that one. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here is a quick one. From 3 years ago. From Am I the A-hole? Am I the A-hole for sending my coworker into anaphylactic shock?
Do it.
Okay. I mean, this did get like 32.4 thousand upvotes, so we're gonna a lot of people looked at this, so anyways, it goes on to say, I'm at a loss here, guys. Realistically, I know I'm in the clear. Legally, I'm in the clear, but I'm very vilified by my coworkers, and I'm genuinely considering quitting my job because of this mess. Oh, that's too bad. So I work a pretty standard day job, and at night I help my friend at her restaurant, which serves an assortment of Thai cuisine. To be honest, I'm insanely picky, but I fell in love with this peanut sauce the main chef makes, and he showed me how to make it. So about once a week, I take it on either noodles or stir fry to make my day job for lunch. People know this, and a handful have tried it. It smells nutty. It tastes nutty. It's white girl pad Thai, basically. Lately, my lunches have been disappointing, or I'll open a lunchbox to find half of my food missing. I've tried addressing it, but nothing has been changing, and I was pretty sure it was one of the new hires that was doing it, but had no proof until now. Thursday, I took my noodles, and my entire Tupperware was missing, which hasn't happened before. I'm pissed, but what can I do? A coworker shared her pizza with me, and on that day, a coworker shared her pizza with me, and that was that until today. My boss confronted me and accused me of poisoning my noodles because his daughter, one of the new girls, borrowed my lunch. What?
Borrow?
There is no borrowing someone's lunch.
Was she giving it back?
Was she going to upchuck it back and bird feed you?
No, sir.
No. So she borrowed, in quotation marks, my lunch and had to be hospitalized. Turns out she's severely allergic to nuts. Then you are absolutely stupid for getting into someone else's lunch without knowing what's in there.
And if you're borrowing somebody's food or eating it, you should ask them beforehand what's in it.
They're going to do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you were gonna share with,
if you have
borrow,
if you have allergies, food allergies, you are completely an a-hole for thinking I'm gonna steal someone else's lunch without knowing what's in them.
Exactly.
It's just so stupid. Okay, so it turns out she's severely allergic to nuts, ate some, and boom, anaphylaxis. She used an EpiPen, had to be hospitalized, and now her dad is trying to hold me accountable for her bills and condition, but I don't see it. Why should I pay? I don't mark my food as an allergen because I'm not allergic to it. She was just dumb enough to steal from me and eat something she can't have. It's so stupid that it was also the boss's daughter. That is stupid. Why can't the boss pay something for her? Oh my gosh. Okay. But he's being hateful, and some of my older coworkers are icing me out because I warned him I'd report any harassment to HR if he tried anything funny. Brown nosers, I guess. My friend is aware and offered me a full-time job, but I just can't help but feel it's unfair. At the same time, I could have killed his daughter, though. So am I the a-hole? No, absolutely not. Yes, I mean, I would have felt bad that the daughter got hospitalized, but in the end, feeling so guilty that it was my fault? Absolutely not. That's not your fault that you brought food that you're not allergic to. It's just common sense. And I feel like I see so many stories about this. Someone taking someone else's food and then they literally paying for the consequences because they were either allergic or it was too spicy or whatever was in there that made them get sick. And it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's an edit. I did email the HR rep and let her know of the situation. She's been on vacation and gets back tomorrow, so I don't know if she's aware of what's been going on since last week. I should note that I work weekends most weeks, not quite a 8 to 5 mother. I saw M. I meant Monday through Friday. My goodness. Monday through Friday job. But yeah, my coworkers mostly chilled out by the end of my shift, thankfully, after I explained to the nosiest, friendlier person that I always bring a peanut sauce dish. I guess the general assumption was that I somehow found out who had been stealing lunches and decided to poison them. So stupid.
Even if you did do that, more power to you. It's your food.
Let me just say, you're getting mad at someone who put something in her food that she can have, and then you're defending the person who literally stole. Being a thief. She was a thief. She stole. She was a stealer. Like, you're defending the person who actually did the wrong thing. Like, no. That's just ridiculous. No matter how it happened. Like, that's your food. Don't touch someone else's food. To answer a common question, this was the first time my pad thai was stolen. And so no, I'm not the only victim of the lunch thief. I usually take a late lunch, and I'm not the only one, so I'm guessing the lady who was stealing food decided what was left is a free-for-all. F her. My boss said it was an HR issue when I tried talking to him about lunches disappearing. And so, yeah, he knew. And HR always said they'd look into it and further into it, and nothing ever happened. We're 100% not allowed to eat at our desk unless you have a medical reason for it, and so that wasn't an option either. I'm assuming she's fine, but I don't know the severity of her allergy or how much she ate before she had a reaction. I'm not privy to her medical information. Sorry, guys. Suing. Sounds like a great revenge, but probably not worth the cost of a lawyer. My friend let me take tonight off to just crap about everything, and I'm probably going to take her job offer. One commenter was right. Even if everything settles down, I don't want to deal with a potentially hostile or reactive workplace like this anymore. It's not a career with much room for upward mobility, and I didn't feel welcome in our group meeting today. Ugh. I'd feel the same probably way. And for the people calling this fake, okay, it's not. But even if it were, why are you getting mad about it? Karma doesn't give me anything monetarily or status. I can't exactly give out a bunch of details unless I want to dox myself. And the post seems rushed because I wrote it out of frustration during my lunch that she didn't have because it was stolen. No. Short time plus word limit equals rushed. Sorry, it didn't meet your writing standards. Anyways, I'll keep reading comments and responding occasionally, but this is it for me unless I get something worth updating. Thanks for everyone's opinions and the information about Caesar salad and Worcestershire. Thanks, Google. Having anchovies, that's crazy. I don't know about that. Okay, last edit really quick. Oh, she's just talking about the peanut sauce and how she cooks it. I had to find one for home that seems similar to the restaurant since I'm not making enough for an army. I like this one, but I'm also lazy and want it done in 15 minutes. I hope everyone likes it. If not, well, you tried something new. And the natural peanut butter is important. Nuttier, stronger, sorry, stronger and far less sugar. Okay. So no, you're not the a-hole. Absolutely not. Nope. So
you're good.
You're fine. Case closed. And yes, I think you should take on that other job option. I really think that job offer, I think you should take it. Because if you put you didn't. The boss's daughter put herself in the hospital, and now not everyone, but the boss is out. He's icy towards you. The coworkers are not as pleasant with you anymore. I'm sorry. I know you said it wasn't really much moving up. I would say, yeah, your friend had a job offer. Take it. Move on. Go somewhere else. And then there's not a history of people stealing your lunches. I mean, once that daughter comes back, what's going to happen? It's going to be more drama. I'm just saying. It's going to be more drama.
For her to come back.
I know. Maybe stay back.
Offered her some food.
Would you
like to try it again?
Would you like to try my pad thai? My Thai food? I made the sauce just for you.
Sauce on the side.
Sauce on the side. Right? It's not in it. It's just on the side in case you want it.
Dibby dabby in it.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's my stories for the day, guys. Yeah. Let me know if you guys have had any coworker stories that you're like, oh my gosh, I have one. I have one that I have to tell. Tell me all about it. I'd love to hear about it. So there's some crazy ones out there. Everyone's had some work drama in their life. I know I have. Or just venting. I just vent a lot too. So let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, follow us. You know the whole deal. Not going to get into it because it's the new year. I'm going to be chill. Maybe not so chill because I'm a hyper person. Brandy just gave me the look. We all know what the look is. So anyways, guys, do you have anything else to say? Do you have anything for the new year?
No.
Do you know what you want to do this new year? Any goals?
No.
Brandy's boring. I think, okay, hold on, really quickly. I think my goal for this new year is to get a little bit healthier, and still enjoy the food I want, but be healthier about it. I feel like sometimes I either go way one side or way the other side, and I like to meet in the middle. Still enjoy my food, but be healthier about it. Make healthier choices about that. Also, get a little bit more of a schedule with my kids because I feel like I'm all over the place with them. So that's my goal. Also, I would love to invest more in this podcast. Also, I'd love to go this year. That's my goal, to go on video. You ready to show your face?
No.
Okay, you better be ready because it's going to happen.
No.
We're just going to blur her out. She's going to be like a whisperer person.
Yeah.
You know what I had to do today for the story and... Sorry, I don't know. I'm just trying to do... I'm trying to do that big, manly voice where they don't show their real voice and they hide their identity. Okay, we need to end it. Okay, guys, we're gonna be done because we need to be done. So we'll talk to you later. Have a happy new year, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.